Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another video for the Introductory Data Preprocessing workshop in DSGT Udemy Bootcamp. It's a pleasure to have you. So in the previous video, we've talked about imputation and how that can help us fill in missing values. But is filling missing values all there is to data preprocessing? Well, no. Today in this video, we're going to be talking about feature creation and manipulation. And TLDR, feature creation and manipulation is a technique where you can make features or columns from scratch. And we can derive these features from existing columns. We can even do some special kind of initialization to make these new columns. But the best way to understand it is to go through examples. So first, we're going to talk about editing a row. So we're going to view the head of the data frame. So view the first 5 rows. And we're going to take a particular record, right? So we're going to take this record here at index 2. So this would be at row 3. So the passenger's name is Mrs. Lena. And we're going to take the age column, right? So you can chain the iLock along with a column name to extract a specific value within the data frame. So we get so this code here gets the value at the third row of the data frame at the age column. So we'll see that the age is 26. And let's suppose we find out that the age of 26 years old for Mrs. Lena is incorrect. And the way we fix it is multiply it by 1.25. Well, this code will exactly accomplish that objective, right? So this df at 2 comma age means go to row 3, which is here, and go to the age column, which is here, get that value, which is 26, multiply by 1.25, and then replace this 26 with 26 times 1.25. So that's what this code is going to do. When we run the cell, we will see here that the age is 32.5, which is 26 times 1.25. You can check that for yourself in a calculator. As a quick exercise, try to figure out how to get the value of var for the 10th row. I think this is an important exercise for you to get acclimated with accessing records within pandas. So that takes care of editing with rows. What about editing with columns? So we can create a column with a constant value. So for example, this code here will create a column called new column chosen value with the value 2 all throughout. And this code here will create a column called new column random value with a random value sampled from NumPy. This column here is an example of taking an existing column, namely the fair column, up incrementing by 1, and then defining that result to be the values associated with df more expensive fare. So if we run the cell, we'll notice a couple things, right? So you'll see here, if we scroll all the way across, you will see here that new column chosen value is the number 2, and this bar graph shows that 2 is the only value. This new column random value is similar scenario. We pick one random value from NumPy random, and that's the only value. If you look at the fare versus the more expensive fare, you'll notice that 7.25 plus 1 is 8.25, 8.05 plus 1 is 9.05. So you'll see that more expensive fare is incrementing the values in the fare column by 1. So you'll see that pattern. So this is how we can, do some basic feature engineering, right? But what if our initialization or our feature engineering wasn't this simple, right? This is kind of relatively simple. One thing we can do is create features, but on a condition. So the word syntax can be thought of as a conditional statement. So make a change where a condition is met. So a good example of this is creating a column called is affordable. Initially, we're going to make these all ones, but then we're going to update the value of the column based on a condition. So we're going to do this, right? So is affordable is going to be 1 if the df fare is less than 8. If the df fare is not less than 8, so if it's greater than or equal to 8, we're going to put 0. By 0, we meant that it's not affordable, right? And is affordable 1 means that you are affordable. So if we run this all, right, we can see here the result of is affordable, right? So if you look at the fare column, 7.25 is below 8. So we'll mark that as is affordable. But 71.2833 is a number that's at least 8. So we're going to replace it with 0. So that's what this is doing, right? So when the condition is met, don't do anything. But if the condition is not met, do whatever is here. That's what this is happening. So you'll see that numbers that are greater than or equal to 8 have 0 and is affordable, and numbers that are below 8 have a 1 for is affordable. This is an example where we are filtering our data frame to get instances where the age is 22. So this is getting all 22-year-olds on the Titanic. This is an example where we can weight the age by the fare. So multiply the age and the fare column together to get an age-weighted fare column. So that's what this guy is doing. This code here is, yeah. So that's essentially like a way of deriving features from other features. And you can think about these feature generation algorithms almost like what you would do in Excel, except with Pandas, it's very easy to write this programmatically. So looking forward to seeing you in the next video, and have a good rest of your day.